I am John.
I'm Gloria.
This is Gloria. About 10 years ago, I had a Stretta procedure, which was explained to me what it could possibly do to help me with my heartburn, which I have had since age 25. I've had 2 Nissan procedures. I've been in misery for 40 years. I had a Stretta procedure done. It took 15 or 20 minutes. Since I had that procedure done, I have not had one speck of heartburn now for over 10 years. It could even be close to 12 years. I'm not sure how long it is. I take no medicine at all, and my quality of life is as good as anyone's who never had heartburn. It could not be better.
Absolutely. Yes. It changed the whole quality of our life. No longer did the bed have to be on blocks. Did every bit of food have to be analyzed, and it didn't help anyway. Now we can eat what we want, and he's not in misery.
And less worry about this Barrett's disease,
Yes.
which I'm sure everyone who has heartburn, bad heartburn, has. I'm 71 years old now, and I started when I was 25.
We were only married 7 months, and he thought he was having a heart attack, and that was the start.
And of course, it progressed over the years. Getting into the 70s, then I started going to gastro doctors, trying to find out what was going on, why I felt bad all the time,
All the time.
why I was taking Maalox by the bottles full, by the case full, why I had to have it every single place I was. If I had it, I had to have it at work, I had to have it everywhere. And finally, someone in early 80s advised me to go to a different gastro doctor who advised me that maybe this was not a new plan, but this Nissan procedure was available. So I went through all the tests and things that made me eligible for this Nissan procedure, and I had it. And it's a heck of an operation. It's really they really cut you open to do this operation. It's a big risk to take. But I was so miserable, I took that risk. And I would say that maybe for the next 8 to 10 years, I was better, but still taking Maalox, still taking prescription drugs, not like a Prilosec, but I think it was a little bit before Prilosec, whatever those types of medicine was. And I just progressively got worse and worse and worse, and started going to Dr. Noah. And then he would examine me, and he'd just shake his head when he would look at my esophagus. It was just totally inflamed, terrible, terrible, terrible. And then after taking all the medicine and really not improving much, Dr. Noah said to me, I really think maybe it's possible for you to have another Nissan procedure. Had a lot of problems.
You were in the hospital for a month.
I was in the hospital for a month. My bowels shut down. It was an awful experience.
And it failed before you left the hospital.
It really did not work at all. Didn't work at all. By the time I got back to Dr. Noah and had another endoscopy, it was just as inflamed and as bad as ever. And then I went for a little bit longer and kept on taking medicine. Finally, he said to me, what would you think about having a Stretta procedure? And I said, explain to me what it is. And he said, it's a simple endoscopy, but it takes a little bit longer, and we do certain things. Radio waves. And I said, well, my God, I've had at least 20 endoscopies. What's one more? So that's where it went, and I had it.
And it was so cut and dried and so easy. It was just like,
not a
big deal.
He told me what was going to happen and what I should expect after this procedure, which was possibly a little hard swallowing, possibly maybe some soreness like a sore throat for a couple days. I don't remember any of those things at all. I had nothing. Nothing that he told me was going to happen happened. And all I was supposed to do was continue to take my prescription medicine, which was like a Prilosec, but it wasn't a Prilosec, for I think a couple weeks, and then every other day, then every third day, and then eliminate it. Well, by the time I eliminated it, say 3 weeks later, I have never, ever been on any medicine since. Nothing. No heartburn. Nothing.
Nothing.
Ever.
No
Nothing.
big crates of Carafate.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely 100% perfect. Never had no heartburn, no reflux, nothing. Actually, after I had the Stretta, I believed right away he saw a difference in the lining of my esophagus as far as this Barrett's disease is concerned. I think he saw it right from the beginning. And each time after the Stretta procedure, it would be less and less and less. When you have Barrett's and you have it bad and it starts getting better, you have to think, well, maybe I'm not going to get esophageal cancer or whatever you're going to get from it. So that's the only benefit I can say.
Well,
it's peace of mind. Mm-hmm. Reflux, heartburn, all the way up to your Adam's apple.
And if you bent over, even
if I bent over, it felt like everything was just going to come out.
Even
like
if you had water.
Like your flapper wasn't
feel
working.
The water coming back up.
Down there, yeah. Which I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Pains between my shoulder blades all the time. Just, you felt like you were having a heart attack. Exactly what different people tell you all the time. It has bad, you know, they say what, 50% of people go to the emergency room have reflux. They really don't have heart attack. Well, that's how I felt all the time.
Never a good day.
Never a good day. 60, yeah. Or less, right. With very little improvement at all, ever.
Yes.
Till I had my Stretta. And then perfect.
Since he got it when he was 25, his first symptoms, my children grew up their entire life and never knew him not to be in misery. Because
True.
By the time he was 60, they were out of the house.
True. If you've ever had an endoscopy and you have heartburn and you're taking medicine, you are foolish not to investigate getting a Stretta, because it's the same thing as having an endoscopy. And in 15 minutes, your problem could be solved. That's about the only thing I could tell them.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
15 minutes.
Better than a root canal, I'm sure. I mean, Stretta almost seems like a miracle. I mean, really a medical miracle. If you can change somebody's life in 15 minutes, who wouldn't do it?